Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another part of Coffee Talk. Yes, this is my recording for the week. I may or may not do one tomorrow. I don't know. I've been super busy. And, of course, as always, our special guest.
Ahoy.
Okay. So, roughly, let's get started.
I assume they know who I am unless they really just skipped all the way to this part, didn't watch the other parts.
Yeah. I mean, I think they know by now. Anywho. I hope it's not. Okay, no, never mind. This is the last thing I recorded, I think, on the Steam Deck, so everything should be fine as far as
The audio
goes.
is all good.
I think. I don't know.
The Steam Deck part's grayed out, but you can still hear it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. So
I think it's all good then.
Right. Research found that most Fury sedative on the market are not safe. Profile: Morris Lester, from slim to glam. Pajama-clad 27-year-old actuary found decapitated on his own bed. Oh.
That's not nice news.
Yeah, that's not beneficial to your health. Do you want to order anything else?
I'm good for now. I'll order again once I finish reading this.
Okay, then. I'll leave you with whatever that is.
Oh, man. Oh, Aqua, fancy seeing you again so soon. Hi, Freya. Hi, Mookie. I think I iced her.
Yes, you did. Good evening, Miss Aqua.
How are you two doing? Same old.
I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you? Oops. I asked that already. I'm sorry.
She's just like me. Don't worry about it.
Is Myrtle here? So far, it's only me and Mookie. We have you with us now, of course. Are you meeting her here tonight? Oh, it's not that. I was just wondering whether she's coming here again tonight. You have her email, right? Yeah. Why don't you just tell her to come and meet you here now? That always works for me whenever I want to talk to someone.
Oh my gosh, she likes her.
That wouldn't be nice.
I know it wouldn't be nice, but oh, do you want to, like, I don't know, meet me or something? That would be nice.
It's not that important anyway. I just wanted to follow up on the questions her team sent today. Follow up directly, I mean. Anyway, I should order something.
Take your time, Miss Aqua.
It's alright, I'll order now. I'll have a cup of tea with lemon and cinnamon, please.
Cup of tea with lemon and cinnamon. Okay.
Lemon. Cinnamon.
A Russian tea. Oh, sorry, you were going to say it.
I just was reading it because I was interested in what a Russian tea is.
Alright, here you go.
Oh, it looks so pretty. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Russian tea, right?
Oh, you knew?
I heard about it once. I'm pretty sure the only part that's Russian is the name. It was originally from a community cookbook or something.
You're right.
Whoa, that's a highly specific fun fact to know. I guess I spend too much time browsing the internet.
Alright, now let's check the Tomodachi.
The Tomodachi.
And as we've already pre-established, you are reading the extra stuff.
Okay.
If you want.
Okay,
Oh
she
my
is,
Lord.
well, a mermaid from Atlantis and a friendly introvert tea lover. Her favorite things: Full Metal Conflict, video games in general, grandma.
Yes.
And what I'm doing with my life: moved to Seattle to achieve my dream of advancing technology as far as we can. Trying to find the place and person where I belong while doing something I love.
Aww.
When did you arrive, Freya? I've been here since you left last night. Bulb. Ah ha 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 ha. Finish drinking first, Aqua. I'm sorry. I said you haven't left? I was just joking. Oh. That would be crazy. Why? Oh no. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. It's just that you shouldn't forget to take breaks. You too, Mookie. Please make sure you get enough rest.
Of course I will, Miss Aqua.
Thank you for the reminder. By the way, Aqua. Yes? Where do you come from? Because, judging from your accent, you're not from the States, right? I'm not. I'm from the ocean. Whoa, so you're full-fledged oceanic? Born and raised in the sea. Why did you move here? Chasing the American dream, I guess. You moved with your family? No, I'm the only one who could move here. Oh. May I know why? It's not easy for our people.
Oh.
Especially the females.
Oh gosh.
To get higher education. I got scholarships and the opportunity. I wasn't sure about moving, you know. But my parents pushed me to do it. How long have you been here? Almost 2 years now. Do your parents visit often? They can't. Do you know how hard it is for my people to get a US visa? Sorry to hear that. It's okay, we're still in contact. We do a video call at least once a week. You have siblings? Of course. We are sea people. My extended family is probably as big as Seattle's population.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's a lot. You really have that many relatives? Of course not. I was just exaggerating.
Oh, I see.
But if you count my grandpa's kids and grandkids, there are hundreds of us. Holy. How about you, Freya? Do you have any siblings? I have.
I think she's an only child. I get that vibe.
Not as many as you, I assume. I have a little brother.
I was wrong.
4 years younger. That's just how much younger my little brother is.
Oh my.
He also lives in Seattle. Seattle? No, he's living in San Francisco, near our parents' house. He's the good kid and I'm the rebel. Working some high-end tech job, while taking care of my dad on the weekend. That's so nice of him. I know, right? That reminds me. I should visit my parents after finishing this draft. You should. Visit them while you can. I know. Anyway, I want to order something.
Another espresso?
You know, the usual.
Ah, yes, of course. Why would it ever be anything different?
Pure coffee.
Pure jet fuel. Your espresso's ready.
Thanks.
Have fun with your stomach ulcers.
Bitter. Just the way I love it.
Good evening, sir. I don't know who should read this.
I'm already voicing 2 people here, but we
Okay.
can go. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I can. Wait, what voice do I want to go with here? I don't know. The dilemma I am facing. Okay, good evening. How can I help you, sir? Ah, yes. I don't know what to order. Something to raise your spirits, perhaps? Nothing you like on the menu? I can make you a custom drink if you like. Actually, are you familiar with STMG? I'm sorry, I've never heard of it.
STMJ.
STMJ, oh my god.
I think.
I always get them mixed up. J and G are just... I've always had problems with them growing up, too. So, a lot of times whenever I read them, I'm like, okay, that's a G, but clearly it's a J. I'm not really sure why. It doesn't happen with other letters, either. Oh, wow. If you can tell me the ingredients, I'm sure I can recreate it. Ah, lucky me. STMG. STMJ. God dang it. Stands for Susu Telur Madu Jahi. It's Indonesian. It means milk, egg, honey, and ginger. Understood.
Okay, did you memorize that yet? Milk, egg, honey, and ginger.
Milk, egg, honey, ginger, yeah.
Okay.
I certainly have. They're not on the shelf, but I'll add an egg I've mixed with the rest of the ingredients. My gosh, she's getting spammed. My controller is shaking. I'd love that. 1 cup of SDMG. Not again. Why? What is happening?
Okay, you know what must be done.
Okay, it's tea.
Well, I thought it was milk.
Milk. Okay, milk.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I thought it was milk, egg, honey, and
Milk, egg, Honey,
Honey and ginger?
ginger. Okay.
I mean, maybe I failed to memorize it. I don't know. Honey, ginger.
Honey,
milk.
yeah, but that's.
It doesn't have the unique name, so I don't know, but...
I'm going to assume it isn't. Okay.
I know the second one was egg. Which
Yeah.
is things you have to put in.
Yeah, but that doesn't help us because we need to know what. Okay, process of elimination here. He didn't say cocoa powder, he didn't say green tea, and he didn't say coffee. So it's either. Well, it's definitely not milk. We know that. So probably tea.
Try tea.
You know, assuming that it's not like. I don't know. Going to have a special name once we're done with it. Then I don't know. I do not remember.
Honey ginger tea.
Oh, this is awful. Hold on, I'm looking this up.
What, you're looking up? Well, hit trash it, I guess, and then...
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
And see if you can find what an STMJ is.
I'm looking. Hopefully it's not something crazy like a Kama Sutra position and I end up looking up the wrong thing. Who knows?
Yeah, this old man just walks in and says he wants a Kama Sutra position.
Okay. I mean, you know how like some things are called different things?
Did say it's Indonesian, so...
I mean, I don't know. But... Okay. Let's see. Let me look. Okay, milk, honey, ginger. Okay, so you were right. It's just not showing up as like a specific name.
Yeah.
Oh, I had it in the wrong order. The ginger was the base.
Oh, sweet. You're saying the ginger goes ahead of the honey?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why it wasn't right. So we were technically right. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Now he won't be mad. Destroy the place.
I don't think anyone would, but I certainly like the idea of, I don't know, getting things right. Here's your STMG, sir. J. J. That's a J, not a G. Get it right. Ah, that smell. It brings back so many memories. Most definitely changed his voice by now. It's quite difficult to find a place with proper SDMG J in the States. I am so mad. Why can't I get a letter right? I'm just gonna I'm gonna quit YouTube now. I'm done with this. I can't say a letter word right. I cannot speak. What am I doing? I've traveled to so many places, and none of them got it right. You're the first one to manage it. Excuse me, may I ask you girls something?
Sure, ask away.
What kind of things do you girls like? Do you kids like doing nowadays?
Excuse me?
Aren't you college students?
No, we're not.
I see.
Ah,
May I ask how old you are?
being creepy, old man. Go back to your chair. Keep your distance.
Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be creepy.
Hey, Mookie. Who is this pervy old man?
I want to... I have no idea. It's his first time here. I want to be able to understand young people. Oh my gosh.
Thank God you're here, Officer George.
Now I am facing 3 people. How the tides have turned.
How the tides have turned.
What's up?
It's a creepy old man trying to flirt with us.
Where? You mean him?
Yes, but not so loud.
This man here is Rachel's dad, Freya. He asked to meet me, so I told him to come here.
Oh. I didn't know that Rachel's dad was a pervy old man.
Oh my god! No, you were getting it wrong.
No wonder she ran away from home.
Everyone, please meet Mr. Furlong, Rachel's dad. Mr. Furlong, please meet Freya and Mookie. Please, call me Hendry. I apologize for earlier. I wasn't trying to do anything funny. I'm sorry about that.
Wait a minute. Your name is Hendry Furlong?
Yes.
And you're Rachel Florencia's father?
Yes.
Furlong? Florencia? Why do you have different last names? What are you trying to pull?
Florencia was my late wife's maiden name.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Rachel chose it for her stage name. Freya.
Okay, I think I better work on my novel. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Freya, I'll come with you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll let you know.
It's all up to you now.
I'm going to see.
Touch.
He's going to show up, probably.
What?
Hendry. Aww. That is adorable. Okay, let me clear my throat. Anyway, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about? It's about Rachel. That night when you drove her home. Was she hanging out with shady people? Well, I think one of them was a bit shady.
Hey, I heard that.
What?
I'm not a criminal.
I'm just kidding. She was in the coffee shop talking to Freya and Mookie here. She wasn't in any danger. Are you sure? What about before that? Whoa, calm down. Is everything alright? It's just that I feel like she's getting more and more distant. I don't know how to talk to her anymore. Or even what to talk about. I don't know what kids her age are into nowadays. Every time we talked, we ended up fighting. I have 3 daughters. We fight all the time. One thing that I learned: give them time and space. But be there when they need you. Or You can't just bribe them. One time, I had a fight with my eldest daughter. She didn't want to talk to me for a week. I know she loves pizza, so I went to Rocco's and bought her favorite pie. I left the pizza on the table like a trap. And I just waited for her to take the bait, just like a stakeout. Once she took a bite of that delicious pepperoni, casually grabbed a slice and sat with her. Pizza really helped smooth things over. After that, she wouldn't stop talking. What if she loves doing is the problem? Rachel loves singing and performing on stage. I'm proud of what she has achieved with her career. She's really young, but the entertainment industry isn't a kind place. Not the label, not the media, not the fans. And I don't trust her new manager. Rachel's just a little girl. What if she gets harassed? Or forced to do drugs? Something happened. Well, nothing's happened. Yet. I just feel it in my guts. Is it possible that you're just being paranoid? I don't know. Maybe.
Mookie, I need to go now. Thanks for the drink.
Take care on your way. Squish, 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 squish. Well, can't you just find another manager? Rachel's already 18, so legally she can sign contracts without parental approval. I've been trying to tell her to quit, but every time I brought it up, we just ended up fighting. As a parent, there's really nothing we can do, other than guiding them and being there when they need us. Sooner or later, we'll have to trust them to make their own decisions. And with everything we taught them, hopefully they'll make the right choices. What if she makes the wrong choices? I can do a background check on the manager. If that'll ease your mind. Please do. Okay, give me a name. It's Morris. Last name Lester. Morris Lester. Got it.
Is that the guy that in the newspaper died?
I think so.
Or wait,
Oh.
was that the... Might not have been the one that died. It might have been the one that was whatever the third thing was in the paper. Yeah, go to that.
Cyberpunk level. Oh. French kissing a cat. Oh my god.
Oh, so you can read all of Freya's article.
Oh my gosh, these are all Freya's. Oh my gosh, it is. Freya Fatima. Should we?
Want to? I mean, I can read it.
Yeah, let's read one. I think this sounds funny. So
do you want to start with this one?
Yeah, could you?
Okay, French Kissing a Cat by Freya Fatima. So what's the craziest thing you've ever done in your life? Asked her dating app partner. Well,
Oh god, it scrolls so fast.
pretty bold question to ask on your first date, Akari thought to herself, in the first hour as well. Are you sure you want to know the answer? She asked back. Definitely. I think it's the
Best.
the best icebreaker question. It's also a good indicator. Indicator of what? For how compatible we are. And well, you know, I don't mean to offend you, but just in case your answer is I cut someone into 12 parts, or I strangled my Tinder date till he died. Strangled my Tinder date till he died. It's an indicator that I will immediately run away. Fair enough, Akari's interest in this guy increased. Maybe, just maybe, he could handle her story.
Oh wow.
So, do you want me to go first? He asked. I'll go first, although it's more like a crazy hobby of mine, not something I did just once so I could tell the story for the rest of my life. Color me interested. So, I love to kiss cats. That doesn't sound too crazy. I'm talking about lips to lips kissing, especially French. I love French kissing a cat. What? Her date responded without hiding his surprise. You never tried it? If you feel uncomfortable with kissing a male cat, you can always try doing it with a female one. Are you telling me you've kissed a female cat before? Both male and female, I'm pretty flexible. Whoa.
What in the world?
He didn't say anything, which was unsurprising considering such secrets weren't usually revealed on a first date. Or ever for many people. It's not that bad, you know. Here, let me tell you about the first time I French kissed my cat.
Oh, no. Okay, we're stopping here. No. I'm good. Freya, me too. I did. I was expecting like some haha joke because it was actually a cat person and not like a legitimate cat. No bestiality, please. I regret everything. we just no. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'll let you know if there's a hit. Hold on. I gotta take this. Just got a call. I've gotta go. Love to talk with you more about this. Let's meet again soon. Wait. You got my contact details. Call me if you ever need my help. Wait. Oh God, I hate his voice so much. Sucks. I just don't know what to go with. I don't want everyone to sound the same. Don't worry. I'm sure everything will be alright. I used to manage a girl band. I've seen bad things happen. That bad? Yeah. I was against her joining that pop group at first. But my wife, Rachel's mom, she convinced me to give it another chance. Ever since she's been gone, I don't know how to talk to Rachel. With her wanting to do more on her own stuff, I don't know what to do. What do you mean by her own stuff? Modeling and a solo singing career. It's a whole different world than the band. I'm familiar with that side of the biz. But things have changed, right? Even if it has, I don't think it's been for the better.
She survived being an idol. Even managed to graduate and start a solo career. She sounds like someone who can take care of herself. Don't you think so?
She's not ready. I don't want her to get hurt. There are a lot of bad people out there. People that want to take advantage of her.
You are her father. I understand you might be worried. However, you shouldn't hinder her from achieving her dream.
I just want what's best for her.
Is it really what's best, though? I think she's born to soar.
But she's just a girl. My little girl.
Seriously. That's your argument?
I didn't mean to sound that way.
Doesn't matter whether she's a boy or a girl. You'll drive her away if you keep on acting like this. With your knowledge, you should be able to help her achieve her dream. I was once a stubborn young girl, too. Maybe I can give you a little advice on how to handle a rebellious teen.
I'd love to hear it. Is it okay if I stay a bit longer, Mookie? Take all the time you need. Yes.
Fade to black. Cough syrup, a cure for a sore throat.
Something we have used in the past. God, I hope he doesn't show up again. It's just
Monday.
it's just the voice. That's all. I also can't look at Freya the same way ever again. It's just, oh boy. Okay, military personnel stationed along East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding in from the Atlantic. Werewolf representatives push the ministry for more acceptable sedative.
Accessible, yes.
Accessible. Yeah. Doctor from Salak Town arrested for experimenting with child cloning. Oh my gosh. Are you sure that would be okay?
Yes. I mean, it would be really hard to pull off. But it's something that'll make the story different.
Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully and gracefully.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Gala.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? Looked like you were having an intense discussion.
It's nothing. Mookie was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing.
Sounds like a heavy discussion.
What are you up to tonight?
I'm just planning to sit and relax. Please don't let my presence interrupt you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Although, I need to interrupt Mookie for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... Do you remember my remedy?
No.
Of course. Do you want to give it a try again? My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. Last thing is definitely different ingredient from either of those. Okay. Remember, that's tea and ginger. Yes, I get it. We messed it up last time.
You messed it up a lot of times. This is the third attempt.
Was tea and ginger, maybe lemon?
I feel like we tried. Did we try lemon?
Oh, maybe it's honey.
Put some mint in.
I don't know. Okay, well, actually, let me check this.
Like, it'll be in here if we've done it before, right?
Oh, this one. 2 coffees, 2 ginger. That's what it was.
That's what we gave him, and he didn't like it, right?
Well, no, that's the one he liked.
Okay, go to
That's the one
brew pad.
vampire took again. Okay. All right.
There was coffee, ginger. He said it was tea, so it's not coffee at all. It's tea and ginger that we're looking for.
Okay.
Imagine you ask for tea and then the person just gives you coffee. Anyway,
Yeah.
I assume we tried tea, ginger, and cinnamon. Or maybe that was something that somebody else wanted.
Tea, ginger, and something else. It's so vague. I don't know.
I'll start with tea for sure.
Okay.
Then I guess we can do the ginger since that's apparently.
Yeah.
I assume since he is
Oh,
definite.
I remember because he said he wanted something warm and bitter.
Well, it's already warm and bitter.
Well, yeah, but whenever we first made the drink,
Did we ever make tea and ginger?
I don't... No, I don't think so.
I guess we can brew it and see what it says it is.
Yeah.
See if the name sounds familiar. Ginger tea.
Ginger tea. I don't know. Alright, let me look it up.
Oh, you don't need to look it up.
But
I mean, you can if you want. It's your playthrough, I suppose.
I don't know what else to do.
Well, did we do tea and ginger before?
No, I don't remember.
Didn't. I would check the app again just to make sure. But if it's not there, then I guess we can try it. Or you can just look it up if you want to. Get tea, ginger, and cinnamon, and tea, lemon, and cinnamon. Never had tea, ginger.
Definitely didn't ask for this before. I think that was Aqua that asked for that one.
Somebody asked for it, yes.
Yeah.
But it might just not be on this list because it's not a specially named thing, so that's why it's not there.
Yeah, which makes it even more confusing. Like, I don't want to give him the wrong thing, because he's kind of adamant that I remember, but like, I don't remember. I don't know what you want.
Doesn't tell us. We just need to remember what we didn't do yet.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, didn't he say at one point tea with spices? Or is that someone else?
That might be someone.
Ginger and cinnamon are spices, so I wonder... Let's give it a shot. That's a masala chai.
You already did that. I don't think it's that.
Oh.
I don't know, just add lemon.
Okay.
Maybe.
Guess. Alright, take it.
Don't know if you gave that to him before.
Is this it? How is it? Nope. This drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. Far from it. Oh my. Pardon me for my mistake. For not knowing exactly what the fuck you wanted. I'm pissed off. Tell me what the fuck you want instead of me predicting. I feel like slapping him. Never mind. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion.
Gonna get the bad ending now.
Yeah, probably. Because I didn't look it up.
We're not gonna be able to soothe his fury and he'll just destroy the place.
I know.
Well,
Okay,
we don't know how far
hold on.
back. Wait, you can just go back a day?
Yeah, seems so. Okay, that's today.
This is all the days?
Let me
This is
just
how long the game
reload
is?
today.
I see. See you, scum. The gala drink.
Bite me. Say something. I dare you. That goes for
Why would I
anyone.
say something?
I don't specifically mean you.
Okay.
I mean anyone who wants to say something. Go ahead. I'm just skipping to the point where...
Auto button.
Yeah.
Fast forward button, actually. That might be what you want.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that makes it much easier.
So I'm going to look it up.
Or we can just type in random things and see what happens.
That would take far too long.
Maybe it's tea, lemon, and ginger. that creates... No, that doesn't have a cool name either. So I don't want it.
Okay, any more ideas before I just look this up?
Hey. Mint. Ginger mint.
Ginger mint?
One or the other.
Well, it does make a difference.
Sometimes. Wait, you did lemon?
Yeah, we
I
did this
say
combo
mint.
before.
You said mint, not lemon. We already did lemon.
I used fucking lemon. My god. Whatever.
Mint.
Let's try it.
Probably won't like it either.
For fuck's sake. God motherfucking damn it. Yes, I am cursing today. It's just one of those days.
Cod ducking. Darn it.
What?
Cod ducking. Darn it.
Right. You and your PG cursing. Meanwhile, I'm R-rated. Okay. I'm looking this up.
It's gonna be tea. He said tea.
Yes.
So that's for sure. Can't remember what's in the bottom shelf because it's blacked out and I can't see until you click tea.
Ginger, mint, lemon, honey, cinnamon.
Huh?
I'm so sick of Mr. Cup. It's one of the
Search results.
yeah. They're so annoying. I am stupid. But I did put tea and ginger, I'm sure of it. Okay. I think he says that line as well if you put the tea and the ginger, but in the wrong order. I've had other people complaining and not following instructions when I swap the ingredient, when I just swapped ingredients. Yeah, let me try something different then.
So that means that the ginger is in the third spot.
So it would seem.
Okay, that helps a little bit. I said it was in the third spot. What do you do?
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. You're doing everything wrong.
2 teas in it, ginger? I don't know.
He only said ginger tea. So I'm just I don't know.
Hey, you can hand it off to him and we'll just fast forward again if it doesn't work.
Oh my god. I'm going to punch your cute face. I hate you. Dang it. Alright. Looking at the wiki now. Ah, I see. Tea, milk, ginger.
Milk.
I see. You didn't say anything about milk, did you, you big old
He
bitch?
said tea, it had tea and ginger and something else. That's all he said. No, the tea, wasn't the ginger third?
Okay, alright, fine. Fuck.
That's what you said, right?
I don't know. Maybe. Galahad.
Well, that looks like something going on.
That's something new.
It's a wolf and a heart.
Judging from the smell, this looks like it. Let me close out of my cheat sheet here. Indeed. I've had the same feeling. I've made a note of the mixture. Perfect. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue your discussion. Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night.
You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Is Hyde coming?
No, I'm by myself tonight.
It's gonna be a peaceful night then.
That's me and Freya.
Oh, come on, I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely.
He might not look like it, but he's actually a very kind person, you know.
He doesn't show it, that's for sure.
That
She
applies
said
to
without a
you
period.
as well. What?
There was no period at the end of that sentence. But anyway, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Ah, come on.
Alright, we for sure have some interesting information coming up. Let me take a look. Mr. Gala has more information.
Veteran now working in a hospital. We have more than that, or is that it?
No, that's all it
Scroll down or
shows.
something.
No, it's scrolled down all the way.
Okay, that's all we know about the Gala, because we're so behind because we kept giving him the wrong food.
Sorry. I'm just dumb.
It's alright. I didn't know what the answer was.
Me neither.
He said tea and ginger, and how am I supposed to know that means ginger goes in third?
Yeah, and how am I also supposed to know that you add milk? Because he said nothing about fucking milk.
Well, he said it's tea and ginger and something else. That's what he said back in the original conversation.
Yeah,
So that is a third thing. That's what he would say.
I understand,
That's
but
what he said a
how
long time.
can you not tell that there's milk in tea?
Because he
You're
doesn't know
such a
what he's actually. We're not trying to replicate something he's had before. We're trying to create what he just knows that whatever he needs for a remedy has both tea and ginger in it. He doesn't know what the third ingredient is that will make it work for him, but he just knows that those are the two ingredients he needs as well as the third one. So he's not just playing coy. You're not telling us how to make something. He doesn't know what he wants. He's hoping that we'll be able to find it for him.
I kind of just want to laugh at myself sometimes. See, because I have such a temper on me, you guys. Like, you don't even know. And, like, Maya just, comes over and she's just like, oh, actually, just chill. Okay, I guess. Okie dokie.
Anyway, anyone else know?
No, it does not seem that there's any other information. Probably not until I get coffee, right? Or tea.
Bailey's. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome, Mr. Bailey's.
Hiya, hey, how are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Mookie was just criticizing my story.
It's called feedback.
It's cruel.
It's necessary.
Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. Sounds more like a video game than a book. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I know, it's not that original. My target here is the mainstream audience. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on NetStream. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. That sounds interesting. And highly ambitious for him. At least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. What?
I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of settling the story in a world where only humans exist.
What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finished it, okay? Alright. As Mookie said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. Don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Just want to tell him because everyone's in the book. Anyway,
Yes.
I haven't ordered anything.
What do you want to drink tonight?
Ginger latte, if you know how to make it.
I'm pretty sure I have... ginger latte. Oh, no.
It's okay, a green tea latte is green tea and milk mix, so a ginger latte is... Wait.
A green tea latte? Let's not have
We
to do
need a green
ginger.
tea latte. Because it's a ginger latte that we're making. That's what he said, right? So I
Yeah.
assume latte means there's milk in it. Basically what I'm getting at.
Right, but what are you going to use as a base?
I just know that there's milk in it.
Let me
And
try
ginger.
something. Okay. Milk as a base. Ginger. Milk again.
Okay, ginger milk.
That's wrong.
Oh, it's just
Maybe
ginger
more
latte.
ginger.
Well, maybe tea, milk and latte, or milk and ginger, I mean.
Okay.
Alternatively, the ginger's in the middle, but I don't know. That's a Galahad. No, we made the same thing again.
Oh my
How
god.
did we do that? Out notice.
Alright, well, let's swap the order. Well,
Yeah. Maybe it would be funny if right after we do the other one, we just give the same ingredients but a different thing. That's ginger milk tea. It's not a lot.
that is wrong.
I think the tea was a false narrative.
I don't think there's tea in it at all.
Yeah. Milk and then just shove it full of ginger.
Good idea. Ginger latte. Ginger latte.
Ginger milk. Again,
Still ginger milk. Oh boy.
I don't know anything about lattes. I don't know what it means.
Okay. Well, generally lattes have coffee in it and milk.
Yeah, coffee.
So if we're
latte.
following that idea, then maybe we'll use coffee as a base, ginger, and then milk.
It's worth a try.
Called it.
Nice.
Here you
See,
go.
you know coffee. I know nothing of coffee.
It is. Well, actually, because I'm using a little bit.
Tamagotchi says something new.
Yes, I know this, but if you see at the top here, cafe latte, coffee and 2 milks.
Yeah.
And it's generally like following a theme here. It's not necessarily
Coffee latte had
milk.
milk. Green tea latte had green tea, but a ginger latte doesn't say what's in it other than the ginger.
Ginger.
How was I supposed to know coffee was involved? But anyway.
It does have, it has coffee and milk. Ginger.
Yeah, but it doesn't say that there's coffee in the name. We only had the name to go by for a second, so.
Well,
like
latte.
Green tea latte, it tells you that there's green tea, and then if you know that latte means milk, then green tea and milk. But ginger latte tells you that there's ginger and that there's milk, but it doesn't tell you.
Okay, then maybe it's. That's not what I'm. Okay, so then it's not that it has coffee, but then that it's a mix of either tea and milk or coffee and milk.
Okay.
Maybe. Because everything else that we haven't added milk or coffee to was just like something milk. So, anywho.
See the Nook Baileys.
Alright.
Freelance designer and #1 pumpkin spice fan. And myself summary. Freelance designer. Museum and art gallery frequenter. Art school graduate. Will draw and design for food and shelter.
Oh my goodness.
Starving artist.
It'd be like that.
Thanks. Darn, this is good.
Darn.
This kind of drink-making skill. I wonder why your place isn't any bigger.
What we have here now is more than enough for me.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in, you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done, as in I finished the job. I spent the past few days making sure. It's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course. But I convinced her.
Oh. I see. So, yes, I don't like this, but you do like this.
No, you see, it's great.
just look at it from this angle. You'll see what I mean.
You see, pink is actually a better color for this to be.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it, it complements the colors or whatever.
See, this is what you actually want? By using some design terms she doesn't understand.
Oh my god.
So you finish your job by
bullshitting.
By BSing her.
Yes. Right.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. The finest BS, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? if you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy.
Ooh, spicy.
And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. After my then best friend. Girlfriend's
Best
friend.
friend's girlfriend's friend. Oh,
Their
yeah,
best
yeah.
friend had a girlfriend, and he's going after their friend.
Yeah. Okay, that was just so much more complicated in my head.
Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus.
Oh.
Okay? Let's call him Cognac.
Cognac.
Okay.
It's a name of an alcohol.
Okay. Is Bailey's the name of an alcohol?
Yes, it is. It's like a more creamy, sweet alcohol. Think like coffee creamer, just I want to say it's like either rum or whiskey. I don't know.
Intriguing.
At least I think.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah. I don't know too much about alcohol, so anyone who actually does know something, just correct me.
Whatever that was pronounced.
Cognac.
Has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Cognac?
Yeah.
Okay, Cognac. Still following. And that girl has a friend. Friend is the one I'm after. Ooh, okay. Okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details. But this succubus was super hot. The other guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player, too.
Oh my. I mean, generally, you'd think as such.
Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua's my friend's girl. Holy moly. This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was... Let's just call her Rose. Continue?
Yes, not naming them after an alcohol.
Well, there's a rose wine, isn't there?
There is rose wine, yes.
Yeah.
But rose is also the name of a flower, so I would much rather assume that it was rose. But then again, it is following a theme, so I could infer that, yeah.
I knew Lua thanks to a relationship with Cognac or whatever.
Oh,
That's a fake name you made up, right?
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's spaced out.
It's a fake name you made? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruption? Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then.
Oh.
So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out, I got back just as Lua arrived. Total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose.
Oh.
Holy mother of moly. I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness.
Oh.
And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. Do what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids.
He's going to die?
He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch. And he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. Yeah, more like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad. So Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date. But suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah. Lua came by a few days ago. How is she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though. With whom? There was this male model. A model? I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model.
Oh my gosh, you're assuming the worst.
Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight. About your family stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval. Considering, you know. What? You're willing to leave your own family.
Yeah. Again, it's just so dumb. I understand Lua's importance on family values and stuff, but this whole thing can be avoided if she just understands that that's what he wants, and it's okay that he makes his own decisions, even if it isn't something she would do.
Well, it's also her family doesn't approve, and she cares about her family, so she doesn't want to leave them.
I don't know. Well, they're pretty close. I'm sure they can get over it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You would do that for her? Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. How would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or, I should say, most elven family. We all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, then there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. You must never, ever make your family look bad. You can only befriend certain people.
That is so pretentious.
You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something else would deem as suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci. Da Vinci, though.
Da Vinci?
Meme. I think it's a meme, Da Vinci.
Yes.
I've heard it.
Yes, I know.
Da Vinci, yes. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree. You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua.
Oh. My god. I'm gonna throw a toaster at them. Yes. Awkward insult.
What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country.
Oh.
Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord.
Ah, yes. The Sith Lord.
The Sith Lord. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Wow. I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist.
Like, honestly, very racist. Very pretentious. Very just... okay, yeah, fuck them.
Tell me about it. Loa's the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I could be free and pursue my dream. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed. The idea of I can say it. Reconciliation.
You got that. You did it. It's a really long word. Oh,
my brain just wants to say reconciliation, but there's an extra iliation in there.
It's... yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. English is just not an easy
weird,
language.
Because whenever I was trying to say Renoski's name in Toho, I kept saying Reninoski. I kept adding syllables. So I don't know what's going on with me. But
do you think maybe it's like a dyslexia thing?
I mean, it's possible.
I see.
I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting him to perk up. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her.
Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct?
Yes, she's a succubus.
I see.
Succubus.
A succubus. It's a sucker bus. Just a bus full of suckers. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put a family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true?
I never thought of it that way before.
That's very insightful. I mean, considering he's like probably really freaking old. So he's got that old man wisdom.
Old man wisdom.
And yeah. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. If you leave her your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions.
There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her.
It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day you might not use the I left my family for you card.
We love each other. I'll be with her, whatever the circumstances may be.
You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It'll be hard work. Because life is full of storms. In marriage, it will not survive on love alone.
Whoa, that's deep. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us.
We got each other. That's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot.
God.
I covered my face in water.
Living on a prayer.
Squidward on a chair. Anyway. Tell me, do you have any health insurance?
What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance?
Oh no. Rookie mistake. You'll need some.
What for?
Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill, because in this country, they charge $20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion.
No, thank you for your insight. I've got to go too.
What do you need? Want to head out together?
Sure.
Thanks for the drink, Mookie. And Freya.
Bye.
My gosh, that was so deep. I honestly think, unless his family can't get over the bias or whatever, that probably won't work out then, because it's just like there's so much opposing sides to this. Yeah. Oh,
What?
you made me lose 2 customers in a minute.
Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway.
Are you going to write that in your book?
It's a secret.
If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around?
I'm not sure.
Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration.
Sounds like a great idea. Fade to black. Sugar and spice, spicy sweet and natural bliss in a cup.
And
Sugar,
everything.
spice, and you add everything nice. Then add the 4th thing, chemical X.
the perfect ingredients to create 3 lovely little girls. Until a special chemical. That's the power of girls we create.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh my gosh, we've been recording for an hour and a half. Do Do you want to do more, or
I leave that up to you.
I do want to do more, honestly.
Okay, if you're sure.
Okay. Who vows to stop majority hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally?
World
Coachella.
Health Organization, by the way.
Oh,
Yes, I believe.
okay. Coachella 2020. 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Whoa.
Base.
Space.
Base tournament.
Oh my goodness.
You really never changed.
I know.
But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it.
Don't mention it. Hey, look. Hey, it doesn't. It has changed. Hey, Mookie. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do.
That's what you mean he doesn't want the remedy?
Oh, yes. Yes, I know what to do. I know
Is he
exactly
gonna-
what to do. Because I can read your fucking mind. I'm mad again.
You can just give him the remedy again and pretend it's something different.
No, he definitely wouldn't take that.
Take it as an insult.
As an insult? You are very funny. Okay. I'm going to look it up again.
Well, we already know what it is if you just want to do the same thing.
No, I don't mean the same thing. I just mean... Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, go right ahead.
Dang, this... He is like the only one who has such interesting stuff. He always wants something different, and it's just... Ugh. Okay, what's today again? Let me look. September 29th. A Galahad. Okay, it's always a Galahad, apparently.
Okay.
Okay, so it's always been that, apparently. Sure.
Okay.
Oh yes, I want something different. I think because he said like there's no harm in trying something different, didn't exactly mean that I didn't have to give him something different. I could just like give him something that he wants. Okay.
Okay.
I take back my anger on you. You better be happy. I don't do that often. Enjoy. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else?
I'm good for now.
I can help overhearing you both. Sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess.
He was my bodyguard.
Oh? Didn't you meet here?
Yeah, when this was a bar.
What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves.
Those two dastards.
Dastardly people.
Yeah.
It was a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough?
Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober.
A couple? Really? You were thrashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So, I hailed a cab. Turns out, he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning.
Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me.
Who were they?
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money.
Oh, no. Yikes.
They wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead.
Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief.
What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real.
After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Let me actually...
I'm a Dutch Hill.
Look at this.
Let's see, favorite things, food, anything warm and made with ginger. Music, Metal Maiden. Books, Full Metal Jarhead. What I'm doing with my life, trying to heal myself by helping other people heal.
Aww.
Is that the
Also,
full thing?
yeah.
Scroll down.
Yeah, that's everything. I'm guessing Metal Maiden is a stand-in for Iron Maiden, because he obviously can't say band names. Anyhow.
It's a JoJo stand.
Yeah. Metal Maiden.
Anyway. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing.
I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves?
War veterans.
I see. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in a hospital, Gala?
Well, when he was working with me, I noticed.
Hyde. I'd prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into more details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So, you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you.
I know. Anyway, Mookie. I'd like to order something now.
What would you like?
Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time?
Warm and cool. Okay, I got this. Milk is cool. And so is mint.
Mint is extremely cool, but he said, yeah.
How
can do it.
cool? How cool does he want it though?
Warm and...
Oh my gosh, that just like infinitely. Let's see. I guess is fine. Let's give it a try. Just
See
hope
what it's
this
called, at least, if it's got a cool name.
milkman
Milk
tea.
mint tea.
I don't know if that sounds right. Because most things have like a name for it.
Well, maybe.
Oh,
Well,
I
it
can't
needs
go
to be
back and...
tea-based.
Yeah, I understand, but I thought maybe if I just changed them around, but I couldn't. Let me try the other way around. Maybe that'll change something up. Oh, that's hardly warm.
Maximum mint.
I don't think that's...
Drink the mint.
I mean, I don't know. I guess. Actually, what else is cool? Maybe I can... Lemon is cool.
It's also bitter.
Yeah. But...
You just put mint and cinnamon in it.
mint and cinnamon. Forget the milk. You don't need the milk. Okay. My best guess is this. Because it's warm and it's cool. It just doesn't have a name, so I don't know.
Maybe he doesn't want a named drink, he just wants milk mint tea.
Yeah. I guess so. Here's your order.
Exactly what I wanted.
Awesome. I was overthinking it.
Indeed. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today.
Maybe we'll get back to that in a second.
After you check the Tomodachi.
Okay, here's a smacks out.
See, old enough yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life. And favorite things. In fact, I've been blood sober for 10 years now. Nice. It's the vegetarian. Any vegetarian blood. Anyway, what I'm doing with my life. Currently a model. Past stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist.
Yes, that is everything.
Yep.
So, let's just... Yeah, I haven't seen her today.
Yes, speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you, too.
Freya... By the way, we were just talking about you.
Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me.
I mean...
Hey.
I mean, if they look that good, then... Anywho.
I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know.
Oh, I see.
You.
You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work?
How could you tell?
Call it werewolf senses.
Right. I showed Mookie my draft. And I actually got some good feedback.
That's good to hear. Glad I could help.
So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day.
That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by your work when you're on a roll.
Will do, sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital adminning life going?
That's not even a word, Freya.
Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there.
It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs, how much it affects our income. They also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations. I go through what they need, what we do, and how much it would cost them.
Kinda like biz dev for people's lives, then.
You could say that.
Darn, that sounds complicated and hard.
That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it as a business perspective.
Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job?
I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it.
Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it.
Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about the work outside of hospital.
Why?
For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's a patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep a hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here.
You. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though.
Hide.
Been doing this job for a while, right?
Almost 50 years now.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
Sounds like a good age to me. What? I'm joking, of course. I am doing it for laughs.
Laughs. Oh. Wait.
Oh, you're welcome.
50 years in the same position?
Uh-huh.
Holy. Ask for a promotion, man.
They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial.
Take it.
Not interested.
Why?
It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly fine in this position.
Salary must be better if you take the promotion, right?
Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job.
They can't figure you out. That's Gala for you.
Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde?
Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here.
I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess.
Yep.
Safe trip. See you around, Mookie. And you, Freya.
See ya.
Take care on your way. Lots of Mr. Gala lately.
You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend.
We were just talking about that before you arrived.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Fade to black. Wow. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line.
Yes, he does.
Still, though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story for me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Come on. I won't get into details. But going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So, no personal feelings. I needed his strength. Then I got to be interested in it. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help. To which he refused. No surprises there. But I kinda pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I've no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been
Oh, my God. It's happening again. Good evening, everyone.
Oh boy.
Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't get your name last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name, we sure have. On Earth, please call us Niel.
Niel Armstrong.
Yes, Niel.
Is that your real name?
Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Niel has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts, intergalactic exploration.
Ah, I get what you mean.
I believe we did not meet last time we were here.
I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here.
And you, sir?
Hyde.
You come here often?
Someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah.
Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we.
Where do you come from?
Far away.
By far away, you mean a few thousand miles. Or more.
More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing.
That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this?
Oh, this. We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived.
Image? Ah, the Arami Gendru album cover. No wonder you look familiar.
As for what we are doing, This place is really perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes. We won't be able to taste the difference anyway. Can't really taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. I don't know what to do. Make you feel, something spicy. Something real bitter, real spicy.
Ironically, cinnamon doesn't increase bitter that much.
Coffee is more bitter, so...
Doesn't even increase bitter, it's just sweet and warm.
I don't know.
Lemon would work, I guess, if you want bitter.
Oh, yes. What about... Okay, this adds 4, okay.
What if he actually...
Huh?
I was gonna say, what if he actually wants it to be really sweet, but I don't know. If you think bitter's the way, then we do bitter. I just don't know what it
Well, I'm
means.
not sure because there's only one... There's only one chance for this.
Not unless you want to do all those other conversations again.
You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm looking it up.
If you're sure.
Yes, I know this isn't the way you do things. Excuse me for making shortcuts. Okay, let's see. Your drinks, person. I want to know what you want to drink. Let's drink to make him. Let's see. Milky Way. Milk, honey, mint in that order. How would I have expected that?
I don't know, space, Milky Way.
Yes, but that doesn't make sense to me. I wouldn't expect something like that.
It's a secret. You're not supposed to be able to do it.
Right. Serve. Let's see. I hope I got this right. Thank you.
What? Interesting.
Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This.
What have you done?
Oh my god.
I gotta explain.
What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much for all your kind.
You're one interesting person.
Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya.
That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Niel?
Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call Milky Way.
What kind of job?
We are tasked with a mission to spread our seeds.
You really are here to find a date. all the way from a galaxy far, far away.
Ah, yes. Imagine if Star Wars. But I'm not finishing that sentence.
Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe.
Yep.
Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point.
We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh.
No, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us?
We are sorry, but that is classified information.
Oh, man.
But we believe it is alright to share it with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista.
Now we get the lore. I owe you this story.
Okay, let's actually look. Let's see, does he...
Gotcha.
He must have...
Does he chill?
Oh, he does.
We know nothing except that he has no birthday.
It's just... Yeah, we have his profile.
It's maxed out. He has no info.
Yep. Just...
He just made the account so that he could link it to the dating one.
he's like, yes. I just like created this email, but like I'm only gonna use it for like one site. So
So why?
everyone, including us, and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves, because unknown threats that are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in.
I still don't see the relation between that and impregnating us. You're quite dense, aren't you? Hey. Came here to give thee, so a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth.
That is correct.
The half-breeds will be half Earthling and half whatever you are.
Yes.
Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend. You are trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector.
That is 100% correct.
Holy sh... You're trying to give us a superhero?
Yes, that is what your people will call the protector.
Why go through all the hassle? Sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero.
Sadly, it is not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned is a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. So everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born.
That sounds beautiful.
Does.
And creepy.
Why?
Sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy.
Oh. That's one way of putting it, I guess. That was a badly chosen word, but it is roughly similar to the truth.
Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them to get laid with love?
Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead.
Oh no. Well, how's the mission going so far?
We cannot say it is going well.
I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle it. Do you handle them, though?
Oh my god!
Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further if it got you a good story.
Oh my god. Hide. Oh gosh. What are you doing?
Ha 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 ha. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with him. But I don't like to sleep around.
Smart.
Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot.
No, I don't see it. She seems pretty reserved. She does seem like she'd be fun to have a drink with, though. Very, very goofy. Not necessarily alcohol either. Like this, yeah. As a friend.
People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot.
Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories?
Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well.
I mean, they just don't understand this planet's people very well on an emotional level.
I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner. In exchange for stories.
I see.
But I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about.
But our mission is serious.
It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me.
We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives.
Yes, that's called commitment.
Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you face overpopulation problems?
Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them.
We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered your information network.
Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it.
We learned so much today, but we have another question for Miss Freya.
Ask away.
How can we become your husband?
First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage.
Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend?
Start by asking her whether she's actually single.
Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single?
Yes, I am single.
Do you want to be our girlfriend?
Now, the path to starting to date varies between people. But usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone.
Wow. The breeding process of Earth is surely extremely complicated.
It could be easier if you're a smooth talker.
Smooth talker.
Someone good at communicating with others.
Not me. Not me. Not at all. I suck at that. That would be really challenging for us.
Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms.
Condoms.
Something you wear to prevent pregnancy.
Why would you do a mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring?
Pleasure.
All this information is too much to process in one evening.
So we talked about using condom. How do your kind have sex?
Oh?
Seeing how you drink.
Oh, no. Okay.
A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it?
We are pretty flexible with that. But we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual.
I don't want to imagine how it's done.
Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part.
We did our research, and we tried to test. We tried it on testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult.
It is. I have to agree with that.
Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base.
How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information?
We are not sure yet, but it is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with you all.
You're welcome.
We are off now.
Bye.
Take care on your way, sir. That was interesting.
That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right?
Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date.
Game developer orc? Wow, I dread to think how that went.
It was pretty awkward.
Can't be angry at such naivete. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time?
You mean Miss Lua?
Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious.
No, I haven't seen her since then.
But her boyfriend did come a few days ago.
And Freya was pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion.
My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to
So,
Yeah, Seoul tomorrow. So I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Hey.
wow.
Anyway, I need to get going as well.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business.
She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop.
Heh, that's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. In the rain. Alright then, see you around.
It's always raining here. So, I mean, I'm sure she's used to it by now. Take care anyway, folks.
Espresso blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself.
Sounds so ominous. Alright. So, I think it's about time we end this video.
Yeah, after we see the news for Wednesday.
Yes. We'll read this next video, I think.
Okay.
Oh, but I can't save. Why won't it let me save?
Well, usually we save once we get past this.
Oh,
I
right.
guess it pops up again? Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
That's kind of what I assumed. Oh well. Well, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, please do consider leaving a like, subscribing, leaving a comment down below. And as always, I hope you all have an amazing day. Until next time, goodbye for now.
Adios.
Boop.